Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Fun Infinite Blessings. This is Hope, Mama Eagle. Today is Dakini Thursday. Woohoo! I had told you guys before that I was cracking a joke. I was going to be um, talking about magic wands today, which magic wands are very important to travel the path of the Dakini, however you want to look at that energy. And it's funny because you look at two of the Dakini here in the cards that we pulled today, and they're carrying staffs, which, similar to magic wand. You can meditate on the symbology of this. It has to do with the Dakini owning her power. When I was coming onto this feed right now, what I was picking up on was, a lot of people have preconceptions of what Dakini is. Oh, you don't dress like a Dakini, you don't sound like a Dakini, you don't move like a Dakini, you don't this like a Dakini. And I tell them that's because I'm not playing a role. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. This is who I will always be. People come on my channel and they're sitting there going, hey, you've got comedy, you've got native stuff, you've got Tibetan stuff, da 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 da. And then when they start to research Dakini and what Dakini translates to and how ancient the energy is and how, synonymous with medicine woman, priestess, healer, teacher, all of that, then it starts to make sense. So what's beautiful about this spread is, you never know. You shuffle the cards, you say a prayer, you pull some cards. And this spread is phenomenal in that it's not only showing you the balance of masculine feminine in the center as Vajrakilaya, but which is the magician. So you've got a 33, which goes to a 6. That represents loving yourself so that you can love others. But a lot of people that watch my channel are on a twin flame journey. They know something about my twin flame journey and how I was recognized and my twin flame was recognized by the same Venerable High Lama from Dharamsala, etc. But these cards are really interesting because not only are they showing us the magical energy, the magical balance that can come together with masculine, feminine when you're connected to a tantric equal, but they're also showing us the difference between, say, a karmic energy and a Vajra energy. So in these cards, Karma Dakini is a 44, the Green Buddha family of the North, and it says replace envy by focusing on your accomplishments. So a lot of times, karmics tend to have very low self-esteem. They are what you call divine feminine energy inverted or, in reverse. And they tend to be, it's interesting. Somebody just said like a mood blocker kind of thing, a speed bump or road bump, to a divine masculine, having to look at the kind of dysfunctions that they've allowed in their life up until that point. Because eventually they reach a point where they get tired of the karmic energies. They get tired of having to raise other people's children, essentially, having to put out dumpster fires, all this stuff that's associated with karmics not getting the attention that they want or not getting the validation that they need. There's a lot of immaturity there. Whereas a divine partner that has healed themselves, you go over to the other side of the equation and you've got a 41, which is the white Buddha family of the center. Replace ignorance by studying spiritual teachings. So a lot of times that's the difference of the karmic versus the divine feminine, is that the divine feminine came to a point where they realized that they couldn't just sit in their ignorance. They needed to learn, they needed to understand what this path is about, how to evolve within themselves, how to evolve within the connection of a twin flame journey or a Vajra journey, or being to a point where they could, physically connect with a tantric healing equal and handle those energies and channel those energies with or without their magic wand. A lot of times, divine feminines will come to me and, they've been on a path of, I can't think of the word for it right now. I want to say remission, but that's not it. But a path of, abstinence. We talked about this last time. Um, uh, Conserving energies, you know, figuring out or remembering or learning how to channel energies, not just for their healing, but for other people's healing as well. So, when people are envious of other people, it's because they feel like that person possesses something that they don't have. And oftentimes, they get into thinking that they never will. Once a karmic starts to realize what their true path is and who their true partner is and where their true happiness lies, without them having to lie to themselves or others, they then will eventually evolve into a divine feminine as well and will be ready to connect with their tantric healing equal and bring heaven on earth. So, it's interesting that the second card that we're getting is talking about the family of the center, because that's where the magic lies. The magic is not on the far right or the far left. The magic is always in the center, and the center is always the heart. So when we talk about Dharma, when we talk about right-centered thought, speech, and action, we're actually talking about heart-centered thought, speech, and action. So you've got an 8 vibration, you've got a 33, and you've got a 41, two master numbers, and then that 4 also, or 41 is a 5, which represents change. So it's interesting that we're in 2021, which is also a 5-year. If you combine the 5 of this year with the 5 in that card, you get a 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune and also fresh starts and new beginnings. So I'll be talking with you guys a lot more about my Dakini journey, about my twin flame journey, etc., as time goes on. And I'm grateful to these cards. I absolutely love them. If you guys have any questions about your twin flame journey, if you have any questions about Dakini energy, if you have questions about karmic energy versus divine feminine energy, etc., always happy to help you guys piece the rest and best together. So please remember, like, share, and subscribe, and comment if the reading moves you in a good way. Feel free to share with other females, or anyone on this journey. Essentially, the Dakini journey is about empowering your heart. It's about empowering the wisdom of the heart. It's about strengthening your heart, loving yourself so that you can love others, so that we can raise the vibration together to bring healing for all sentient beings, Mother Earth, and all her children. So I hope that you guys are having a wonderful day or night, whatever the case may be. Namaste, optimistic, and I look forward to connecting with you in the next reading.